it's very weird to look at my history and be like, oh, and now I'm writing books and I'm directing movies and now I've gone off into a whole nother, I guess, medium. And music's always been my first love and passion, and it'll always be. But yeah, it is kind of weird. It's kind of weird to look at and to be from Lemonade Mouth. You know, when I did Lemonade Mouth, I was like 19.
Different
and
world.
It wasn't like deemed like a success. And I remember they had where they were going to do a sequel and then they didn't do a sequel. And so I don't really think people really saw it. And so as I've gotten older, it's like this weird thing where all of a sudden the Lemonade Mouth fans are like coming out into the wild. And maybe it's because we're all getting older. So maybe they were younger and we weren't all walking around in the streets.
Real.
But like, it's so interesting to see this kind of like the Lemonade Mouth fan base kind of like arise so much later in my life.
We got to unpack that a little bit because...
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about, Zach. Where does one start?
You know, it's so funny. Like, when you're talking about Lemonade Mouth, it was this, like, underrated thing.
Yeah, it's like edgy High School Musical.
And I feel like Disney Channel, like, didn't necessarily bet on it that heavily.
No.
Like,
yeah.
I remember, okay, I'm this old, too. I remember interviewing, like, Adam Hicks.
Yes.
And their press event was like in some shabby like Disney cafeteria in New York City, and there wasn't even any logo. Like it was like it was a very like I've
low key.
Yeah, an understatement. You know what I mean? Like it was crazy because like to your point is like there was no second. It wasn't a franchise, but it ended up really impacting people's lives in a very heavy way that you would feel. I mean, courtesy of the internet, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, it's been really interesting. And now, so when I did the movie Lemonade Mouth and I played Stella, I wasn't out yet. And this was pre-Girls Like Girls existing. And so I rewatched Lemonade Mouth recently with my fiance. She had never seen it. And I was rewatching, I was like, this is like almost like an eerie parallel to what ended up happening in my life, where like this character Stella is like standing up and she's like, be heard, be strong, be proud, like, you know, like stand up for what you believe in, blah, blah, blah. And very like gay energy, I would say.
He was almost like too progressive to a certain degree.
Correct. And so I was rewatching this. I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, I didn't realize Stella was similar to my personality to a degree. And I was rewatching. I was like, this is so wild because now I'm obviously doing music and I'm sharing my voice and my story. And like Stella was like the progressive version of myself. Like Stella was ahead of myself almost in a weird way, which was so cool to rewatch.
Okay. And it takes on a whole new meaning to you.
Yes. Yeah. And now I'm like, wow. You know, like that's a cool moment.
God,
now I'm proud.
Maybe it was just too progressive. Maybe that's what Disney Channel saw.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe it's time to get the band back together.
What year did the movie come out? Can you jog my memory? Was it like 2007, 2009?
That's a really great question. We might have to fact check it.
2008?
This says initial release April 15th, 2011.
No.
Is that late? Lemonade Mouth
It's been over 10 years.
Yeah, Lemonade Mouth is a 2011 American teen musical comedy drama.
Wait, that seems like
That makes sense because I graduated in 2009 and I was 19 when I shot it. So we probably shot it in 2010 and then it came out in 2011.
But I
We'll have to fully fact check, but I'm pretty sure.
And I guess I interviewed Adam Hicks earlier on when he was in that other show with Hutch Dano.
Oh, yeah. I was a guest star on Zeke and Luther.
Wait, that's the show.
You're like a very like Disney fan.
Dude,
You're like deep cuts. That's a deep cut.
I got to say, my lore is crazy.
That was like Disney XD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
talk. I played like Skater Girl #1 in that show. I'm pretty sure.
So I guess I interviewed him then, and that was like what would give us like put him in the starring vehicle for Lemonade Mouth, and like wow. So long time. Anywhoosie. Whoa.
Anywhoosie.
So wild for you to be able to like be a part of that, but also for it to take on a new meaning that's so connected to who you are. It's just very cool. So when do we get into this? Like, is it like
where do we begin?